Hello and welcome. I'm Marquette and this is Mind Body Dallas. Thank you for being here. I'd like to invite you to my podcast, which is Mind Body Dallas. You can listen anywhere you listen to podcasts. And I want to invite you to listen to one of my podcasts that's a meditation style. It's about 20 minutes long and it's called Ask, Seek, Knock. And I want to read you a Bible verse from Matthew chapter 7. And this is kind of how I start the meditation. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you then, even though you are sinful, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So I just want to tell you that this meditation has some Bible verses. It has some direct quotes from Jordan Peterson, Jim Rohn, from Big Magic, what's her name? Elizabeth Gilbert. She wrote Big Magic and Eat, Pray, Love, and I really love a lot of her work too. So I have some of her quotes in here. As always, nothing is original. I'm just like an instrument of all of this information, bringing it to you. So anyway, I do want to warn you, some of these teachers out there, manifestation teachers out there, are definitely teaching some good thought habits for sure, but some of them are coaching more of like, think good thoughts and you can just sit on your rear and good things will happen to you. And in general, yes, as you think better thoughts and you vibrate higher, yes, things are going to get better for you in general. You'll feel better about your situation at least. But I really like people like Jordan Peterson, Jim Rohn, Dr. Caroline Leaf, people like this who are really empowering us to do better. You might even read the book, The Empowerment Dynamic, which talks about being a victim versus being a creator. You and I are creators. We are creators with God. We are co-creators then. We are creating our world. So God has given us free will. He has created us to do what? If we are created in His image, then we are created to create. So some of you are creating books and podcasts and artwork and hospitality. You're creating parties, you're creating family, you're creating a warm environment in your home, you're creating maybe videos on YouTube like this. So we are all creating our lives. So look around and take an honest inventory of where you are sitting, what you are sitting on, what your bank account looks like, what your relationships look like, what your marriage looks like, what your life looks like if you want to get married. Why are you single? So all of these things you've created. And so here I am going to empower you to think these thoughts and ask for what you want. A lot of us haven't asked for what we wanted because we don't even know what we really want. We haven't set our aim. You know, where our attention goes, our energy flows. So if you're cold and you sit around complaining and pissing and moaning because you're so cold and you're shivering to death, you might even die of cold. You might die of loneliness. You die of scarcity, all these things. Why? Instead, it's like a spectrum. So instead of focusing on how cold you are, focus on building a fire. Get to the other side of that spectrum. Get warm. Focus on being warm. So you complaining about what you don't want is actually energizing it, making it bigger, stronger, more magnetized or more attractive. The more you talk about it, the more attention it gets. It's kind of like when you give that bad child attention and then it gets worse because it's like, oh good, I'm getting attention. Any attention is good attention, right? And you have to instead take your attention off of that bad friend, bad child, bad situation, right? Take away the attention because that's what will actually put out the flame, starve it of the oxygen it needs. So if you want something to truly go away, you have to quit talking about it. I cannot say it enough. Don't let another word come out of your mouth about how bad you don't like this thing. Focus instead on what you want, what you have, your blessings, your gratitude. Shift your focus. Paul talks about that in his letter to the Ephesians, how to fix anxiety. He says, fix your focus. Be anxious for nothing. Fix your focus. Focus on what is true, honorable, right, and pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and worthy of praise. And it's really important that we ask, we seek, we knock, and we shift our focus. We fix our focus. Let's see, what else? Ask yourself what you want. What do you like? Not just what should the world give you? But what would be good for you? What would really be good for you? What would be best for the world? The world builder mentality is what's best for me is best for everyone. So what is what you want? Think about what would be good for you, because what would be good for you could even be better than what you think you want. You might want just $1 million, but you don't even want the money. It's not about the money. It's never been about the money. It's about time freedom. It's about having things like feeling secure. It's about having the things you need to provide for the family that you love, your friends, your neighbors. It's throwing a good party, and that stuff takes money. Right now we live in the 3D, the third dimension. We live in this world, and it takes money. Money makes the world go round in a lot of ways, and money is just a currency. It's a current, like it's even called currency. It's a currency, and you have to be in the flow of money. Think of a river. The river never flows backwards, ever. You have to know that every time you're moving forward into the direction of your dreams. You're flowing with money. Money is your best friend. It's your best business partner. There's no reason you and money shouldn't be in love and have a great partnership. So when you think about money, think good thoughts. Think, I'm happy about money. I'm excited when money comes my way. I'm great with money. I'm excellent with money. Don't think things that are scarce, like I never have enough money. Enough will never be enough. Money burns a hole in my pocket. I used to have this poster that was so funny. I thought it was funny, and then I burned it or threw it away. It said, money talks. Because have you heard that old saying, money talks? It's true. But mine said, money talks. All mine says goodbye. And it's like, that was funny because it's a shopaholic or whatever, but that was a terrible thing to put into my subconscious mind and to be reading every day. Money talks. All mine says goodbye. And no, that is not funny. Don't joke like that. Don't joke about money. Money is your best friend. Be excited to see it, just like you would see your childhood best friend. I can't wait to see you. I'm on the way. I'll be there at 4:30. Can't wait to see you. You're coming this weekend. I'm looking forward to your arrival on Friday, right? Payday. I'm so excited. We're gonna have so much fun. We're building these dreams together. We think about the boy you're dating or the boy you're married to. You're so excited to see him for Friday night date. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun. We're building this wonderful life. Talk like money, or talk to money like that, like a dear friend, a wonderful business partner, because money is your business partner in building the life that you are dreaming. You've been chosen for this particular inspiration, this idea. Think of it like this: desire, D-E, is translated to of, and sire, S-I-R-E, I think that's the male horse, right? So that's where I know there's a stallion, but the sire, I think, is what you're doing to produce. So it means father of the father that God desire of the Father. Those desires are in your heart, planted there from the Creator God, your Father God in heaven, who is using you, trusting you to bring that idea forth. And Elizabeth Gilbert talks about it in her book, Big Magic, in that saying, these ideas have chosen you, or there's a genius or a God that's chosen you to be the bearer of this news or of this opportunity, of this creation, this invention. So there's something in you. Don't ignore it, because that genius, that idea, that dream may have to then, if it knocks and you're like so busy you can't be bothered, it's gonna have to go to somewhere. And then in 4 weeks, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I had that idea. That was my idea. Well, no, it wasn't. The idea came, it wasn't yours, and you chose not to partner with it or not to go to the prom with that date, that idea, that genius. So the idea, had to go ask someone else who was available. You were too busy. Right, and then so the idea comes to fruition, comes to life. The love child is born, and you're all upset. Well, you were too busy 4 weeks ago, 4 years ago, and now that idea is out there, and it did come to you, but it wasn't your idea. You didn't choose to make it yours. You didn't choose to have that baby. Okay, so anyway, remember something that Jordan Peterson, I think he is Dr. Peterson. Anyway, he talks about reorienting your entire life around that which you desire. And there is a debate between the word desire and the word want. Want puts you in a state of wanting. It's affirming that you lack that such thing. So you might instead try to change your verbiage to desire. I desire this or that. And then you have to then go to the thoughts, the things that are creating your life, which is the building blocks of your life are your thoughts. Your thoughts are things. They are the building blocks. They are little bricks, and they are seeds, and they are going to grow. You have to then think about your thoughts as things. You have to get control of your thought life. Take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. Think about, what do I desire? How do I feel? What would I feel like if I had a perfect recovery? What would happen? How would it feel if I found my soulmate? How would it feel if I was throwing the party of my dreams in my dream home? Those things come first. The thoughts and the feelings come first. Remember, when God created the world, he spoke it. It was a thought, and it became a spoken word. So we have to make sure that when we think, that then we bring to fruition what we say next. So make sure if you think a negative thought, don't speak it, because if you do, then you're creating a life of negativity. You're creating a world. You spoke the word, and it was the world. I don't know exactly what the Bible verse is. It's something way back in Genesis, but in other words, God spoke and it became creation. So every word you speak is creating your life. Anyway, I already kind of went over that in great detail a minute ago. Okay, I'm going to finish here with just these few questions. I do want to just remind you to go listen to that podcast. It's a little bit longer. It's 20 minutes long and has lots of repetition, and it's also slower than what I'm talking now. And it's the repetition is for your brain health, to recreate and repave the highway of your brain, the neural pathways. So take responsibility for your calling. Like I said, you've been called for this desire, this inspiration, this invention, and saying yes to the best means saying no to the good. So yes, your life might be good, but if there's something better for you out there, there's a saying, it says, good, better, best. I won't stop until my good is better and my better is best. And I think that is so cute. And I think of that a lot of times too. Like, yeah, this is good, but often the enemy of the best is the good. I think that was in some book, From Good to Great. Anyway, check that book out too. So ask yourself, why not me? Why am I not treating myself the best? Like, would I be treating myself like this if I were a client of mine, or a fourth grader in my care, or a spouse? So ask yourself why. Why am I not? Find all the questions, do all the things. Why work this hard? Why be this focused? Why try to go for it all? Why read this many books? Why go to this many seminars? Why see how far you can go? What do they say? How tall does a tree grow? Well, as tall as it can. Why grow as tall as I can? Why? Okay, well then I have 3 more questions for you. Why not? Why not see how many people you can inspire and help along the way? Why not see how many languages you can learn, how many books you can read, how many skills you can develop? Why not see how many dollars you can make and how successful you can be, how many dollars you can give and share, how many businesses you can start for your friends and family? Why not do something extraordinary with your life? This is a lot of what I was telling you that Jim Rohn talks about. He's so inspiring and empowering. Like, why not? Why not? You have to stay here till you go. You know, no one gets out of here alive. And at 87, you're going to look back, and I don't want you to should all over yourself. I should have done this. I should have done that. Do it now. Now are the good old days. These are the good old days now happening. This is when you have youth on your side. This is when you're building your family. You're building your marriage. You can't be married for 35 years if you get a divorce today. Why not see how awesome your marriage can be? Why not see how many wonderful relationships you can build with your friends, your family, your siblings, your kids, your spouse? Okay, my third question is, if anyone can do it, you can do it. Think of someone that inspires you, and why not you? That's my third question. Why not you? So, why? Why not? Why not you? Why not you paying your bills with money to spare, money to invest, money to spend? Why not you investing in other people, helping them heal, watching them grow? Why not you enjoying personal satisfaction and walking with respect before your family? Why not you providing for your family? Blessing and transforming your family tree with wisdom and truth that sets them free. Why not you being an instrument of God's healing love and peace and forgiveness in your community? That will change the world. Mother Teresa says, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. Why not you with extraordinary self-esteem and confidence and valuable skills? Why not you becoming a leader of leaders, doing business around the world? Why not you? Okay, my fourth question, and I'm going to leave you here, is why not now? There's never been a better time. The world is ready for you. You are at the right place at the right time. We as a world have never had this many resources to utilize in all these thousands of years so far. So do it now. There's no time. Just do it. There is no try. Literally, there is no try. There is only do, and you have to do it now. Your dreams are coming true now. Every inspired action step you take, every step you take is getting you closer or further to or from your goal. Why not now? You have access to technology, transportation, food, products. You have access to anything and everything you need. Why not now? The time is now. Why not go for what you want? Why not go for it all? Why not now? Okay, I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.